Shut up and sit down.
Infidels. Are you afraid yet?
I am,
Well,
because I don't know whether that's a radio or a detonator or a PV.
Yes. Not only do you speak into it, but you hear a loud boom in the background in a minute. As I right, okay. Hello, people. It's the Vapor Miss, Andy and Jim, Low Dog and Drimpium, and today I'm going to do an initial review of this little device here, which you can't see properly at the moment. It does look a bit like a radio with that on, however it isn't. This is Throathit's Twin 18650 VV mod, which is made for me. Now I will explain on this one initially. I purchased this for the purposes even of the review.
You purchased it for the purchases?
Yes. Basically because I wanted something that was not going to get lost easy, sorted, and something which was going to last me for a long while before I had to worry about recharging, and also because I was getting sick and tired of having to carry around 4 or 5 different sets of batteries for the different devices. This one does it all because it's very voltage. Obviously, it goes from 2.93 volt on this one to 5.8 volt, and it's steady. It's powered by twin AW18650 batteries. And I'm going to have to move towards you now. There we go. Now, make sure you get it right way. You can see. Now, hopefully that's going to actually show. Yes, it is. Hopefully it's going to show on there as well. And you just adjust the voltage on that. I don't know whether that's going to actually show up on there, Jim.
Yeah, it should do.
But you can adjust your voltage. It's a very fine adjustment. I shall sit back down again so you can see who you're talking to and not animal on the t-shirt. Animal. Vapor. He likes the vapor. It's a very solid construct. I'll just turn that voltage down. Now, obviously being very volt, I can mess around with my atomizers, cartomizers, or tanks even.
For a man that doesn't like faff, you do mess about with things a lot.
Silence.
State the fact.
That's it. 4.11. It does work, and it does produce very well. Now I've only just got this, quite literally about 3 hours ago through the post. I'm going to be using it on a little road trip I'm doing. So this is an initial review. It's not going to be a full review for you. I'll do that after I come back, alright? Because then I'll have had a good chance to get to know it in person. It's protected against short circuits. Do you want to say that bit, Jim?
Oh,
Go on.
is it me?
Yeah.
I'm on. It's protected against shorts, overcharge, discharge. It's got extra protection on top of the protection for the cells that are already in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it uses, let me take this off because I haven't got a spare. It uses the recommended, Throathit recommends AWs. He recommends these for his steampunk 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why I'm vaping it. I thought we'll have a steampunk day.
Yep.
And the box also is limited to 5 amp maximum, so you're not going to blow your wire or your button or the display.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fully sealed. I mean, you're not going to need to take the batteries out for a bloody long time.
No.
Because the IMRs last for a hell of a long time. And you've got the charging circuit in there as well. It's an all-in-one box.
Yep, it's charging at the bottom there. As you can see on there, just literally dink, and off you go. It came with the a 3-pin shaver adapter on there, so I don't need to worry about having to interchange on the standard, usual American and European sockets.
Yes.
Yes. it seems to be very well constructed. I mean, it is solid. Would
It
you like
is
to,
absolutely solid. It's a brick. It is literally
stealth vaping? No.
Well, sort of. But I think if you stood in there, I'm glad you're not flying. If you stood in an airport with a box like this with a red button on it and something that looks like an aerial, and you just went and started fiddling about with the dial, they might get a little concerned.
Yes. I think you'd be viewing the floor.
I hate the fact that. What's it set at in a minute, dear?
You're holding it upside down as well.
Yeah, I know. 4.6. Or 9 point something. I don't know. Nice.
It is, isn't it?
Twiddly-dee.
Okay.
That's very tasty. But yeah,
It is.
it is definitely a brick.
Yes. The switch on it, the little knob to adjust the voltage, is actually quite sturdy, isn't it? It's not one of those things that's just going to flick across once it's been set in position. It should stay there, which is good, obviously, because if you've got low resistance on there, the last thing you want is a little flyaway adjuster, which is going to make it go pop very quickly. There's no separate on-off switch for it. It is just push and vape, but it is quite a resistance on the battery, on the button even, sorry. So again, that's not going to, obviously you sit on it and it's going to activate, but it's not going to activate in normal circumstances. The other reason why I wanted this one in particular is because this little device here, my Ari tank, fits on it absolutely flush. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, Throathit made this one for me, and as I say, it's not the normal one you'd get if you can twist his arm enough. He isn't making them. You can twist his arm, possibly, very nicely. He's altered it for me because the button for the voltage adjustment is usually at this end, with the display on that end where that is. Being a back shed modder, hello, we love you, we do. If you tell him what you want, providing it's doable, you will find that they will sort it for you. That's the beauty of them, as I keep saying. Mainstream ones, they are as. That's it. You pay your money. You can ask to be adjusted, but you're buying from a major vendor. You're not going to get anywhere, really, to be honest.
I like Shedders.
Yeah, Shedders, say what you want or what you'd like. Is it possible? 9 times out of 10, if it is doable, they will sort it for you, and you get yourself a lovely little device. Now, as I say, this is going to be a very quick one. That's basically about it. This is going to be travelling through Europe with me for the next 3 weeks, and I shall be doing a review when I get back on how it actually did. Alright?
Will you be getting some VT?
Well,
Are we going to be doing a crazy review of random me sliding in images of you vaping away on the side of a mountain somewhere on a bypass or something like that?
yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I look forward to editing that for hours.
You poor sod.
I'm thinking of a word.
I know you are, yes. And yes.
And on that note,
Yes. Watch this space, there will be more on this. Thank you very much, Rob Throathit. You can ask him, as I say, he's not doing them at the moment. UKVapers.com. Throathit is his name. Twist his arm, you may be lucky. Okay? And if you want something slightly different, display position, ask. That's the beauty of a modder. Alright? Sorted.
tatty bye dears.
Bye.